this money to recognize the most interesting and the most important projects around the country. This money doesn't have a lot of the restrictions we have in some of our other pots of funding, and so what we use this for is figuring out how to make sure that the rules don't get in the way of doing the right thing. So today we're at this event and events around the country. We're announcing $600 million worth of grants going to 75 different communities, and that's why I'm here. I think LA might be getting some of the money. I don't know if that's anything out of the bag. So I'll just do the formalities here, and I will say, Mr. Mayor, Senator Boxer, on behalf of Secretary Ray LaHood and President Obama, I'm here to present you with a loan of $546 million. Rather than a grant, and this is a little bit of an unusual thing. The first reason we're here, obviously, is because this is a terrific project, and we were very interested in this particular project for a bunch of reasons. It's a great transit project, but it serves a bunch of communities that deserve this service and need the service, and so we're very dedicated to that. But we're not here just because of the project. We're here because the project is part of a vision for a community, and that's a vision where a new transportation network makes the whole Los Angeles community prosperous and livable for generations into the future. That is the key thing here. And so the Secretary LaHood and I came to Los Angeles last March at the invitation of Senator Boxer, and she wanted us to come here and listen to what folks thought about what transportation funding should do in the future. And we figured we'd hear a lot of sort of vision and policies and principles, and we heard all of that. But we actually also heard some very specific things. Senator Boxer said to us, if you want to help Los Angeles, help 3010. So we've met with the mayor. And the mayor said, if you want to help Los Angeles, help 3010. So we said to ourselves, what is 3010? We better figure out what this is, because I think we're going to have to do it. So it's obviously a complicated program, and it's not all going to be done overnight. And as the senator has mentioned, the rules of a lot of our funding now don't really allow us to do the entire program. So the goal here is to get started with the programs that we have. That's why we're giving this loan. It will build the Crenshaw project, but it'll also mean that the MTA will now have over $500 million in cash that they would have had to spend. Now they'll have in the bank so that the next project that comes along, we can do that. It's not just about one but of all of the details behind this, the thing that they presented to us that I think we were most interested in is really the spirit of it, which is they didn't say, what are the rules? How do we fit our project into the rules? How do we change the project? They said, what does the community need? And how do we change the rules to do what the community needs? And that is a terrific spirit. And that's the type of thing that we want to include in our rewrite of federal transportation policy going forward. The programs are not flexible enough. We need to be able to spend the money on what communities want. The amount of loans we can give right now is capped. We need to lift that cap. And we need to have the ability to direct funds to the most creative programs in the country, and this is certainly one of them. So anyway, before I finish, I will say that this is not the only Tiger project being announced today. We're doing grants from Maine to Florida to Washington to California, and that's for roads and bridges and transit and freight infrastructure and bicycle paths, anything you can think of. Right now we're on our second round of this funding, and we are now have funded projects in every one of the 50 states, and that proves that there are great ideas everywhere in communities large and small. And I just will note that there are actually some other good ideas in California too. So today we're also announcing a $15 million grant to the Port of Los Angeles. For the That's to help get trucks off the freeways in LA, and we're actually putting $10 million in to improve the access to San Bernardino Airport out here. So anyway, I'd just like to close by saying I hope this is not the last time we can get together and do something like this. The goal here is to get started on 3010, but we're not finished. And so I hope everyone here will support us at USDOT and support our delegation, because they're going to go back to Washington and now try to figure out how to rewrite the nation's rules to make this thing possible. They're going to need your support, we're going to need your support, and I hope you'll grant it to us. So, Mr. Mayor.